In making a budget for retirement, the first step is to determine what you already normally spend per month before you retire. Most people will easily be able to assemble this, but it really requires honesty and, if necessary, collecting actual data like checkbook entries, ATM withdrawals, credit card statements, and tax payments. Housing. In my case, I started with my biggest monthly expense, which was housing. This is probably true for most people who are still paying off a mortgage or who are paying monthly rent and condo fees. In my case, I include what is known as PITI, principal on my mortgage, interest on the loan, taxes on the property, and insurance on the home required by the lender. 3 of these items are included in my monthly mortgage payment. The 4th item, homeowner's insurance, comes in as a separate bill that I must pay over the course of the year, but which is a required condition of my home loan. Monthly expense, $1,900. Second mortgage loan. Related to housing is another expense that comes in every month that is tied to my mortgage. It is a second mortgage account. This is the account that is used to tap the equity in my home to cover the unexpected emergencies and demands of everyday life. This account is how I pay for such things as home repairs, tuition expenses, car purchases, and other large financial shocks that seem to appear repeatedly. As long as I keep this under control, it is an excellent way of providing the needed cushion and flexibility to deal with unexpected bills. With interest rates at historic lows, this is an obvious way to help me smooth out many of the sudden financial surprises that life throws at me. I try to pay as much every month in principal as I do in interest. Monthly expense, $250. Utilities. In this category, I lump together the expenses that I pay every month that allows me to function in my home. There are 4 monthly bills that I have to pay. They are 1. The gas bill, which I pay in equal installments so I can smooth out the enormous fluctuations between the hot and cold months here in New England. 2. The internet cable bill, which is almost always the same because I don't rent movies and have any special subscriptions tied to my regular bill. 3. The electric bill, which varies a bit from month to month, but not so much that it makes much difference. And 4, the water bill, which I receive quarterly and then divide by 3 to give me a monthly total. I want to see these bills every month so I can tell what each provider is charging me for any given billing period. Monthly expense, $450. Taxes. Federal and state taxes are no longer being withheld by an employer, so it is my responsibility to estimate how much tax liability I expect at the end of the tax year and pay that amount on a quarterly basis. This is a constant guessing game, and I'm never able to get it exact. All I can hope for is to get the payments close to the amount due and then settle the remainder at the crunch time in April. I personally find it extremely useful to use a commercial software tax program to help with this chore because it makes my tax planning so much easier. For a very small investment, even zero in some cases, you can use several different what-if situations to get a very good idea of the tax consequences of your various investment and spending actions. By using these powerful financial planning tools, it's very easy to determine how to put more money in your pocket by simply using the tax code to your advantage. Monthly expense, $550. Insurance. Insurance in this category refers to personal health care costs. This includes the monthly Medicare premium, my supplemental Medicare premiums, my dental insurance premium, and my long-term care premiums for myself and my wife. Some of these expenses are sort of hidden because the Medicare premium is automatically paid before my Social Security payment is deposited. Also, the long-term care premiums are automatically taken out of my checking account every month. My dental insurance is paid once yearly and then must be divided by 12 to get a monthly total. There's a special sidebar note here. Medicare does not cover dental expenses, and many dentists are totally clueless about dental insurance for retirees. I found mine through my credit union. This might require some internet search effort to locate something affordable. Monthly expense, $300. Food and wine. To be honest, my food budget is perhaps a bit lean, but my wine budget doesn't suffer from the same terrible limitations. I very rarely go out to eat at restaurants or places outside my own home. My tastes are simple and not overly expensive. But at the end of the month, I can probably expect to spend very much the same amount of money to keep me well fed and happy. In this total, I try to accurately bring in my hidden purchases of beer and wine at innocent-looking grocery establishments. Monthly expense, $500. Miscellaneous. This is the category which most people easily overlook because the purchases often get hidden in credit card entries as slush fund requirements. But it needs to be honestly added because no honest budget is complete without a good money estimate here. In my case, these oddball purchases show up as entries at places like convenience stores, PayPal entries, and what the heck is that charges on my credit card statements. This is very unscientific and terribly subjective, but my best guess is something in the neighborhood of the figure below. Monthly expense, $250 to $350. So in summary, my total monthly spending looks something like this. Housing, $1,900. Second mortgage, $250. Utilities, $450. Taxes, $550. Health insurance, $300. Food and entertainment, $500. Miscellaneous, $350. So I get the unvarnished truth, a total of $4,300 a month, every month. In conclusion, my monthly survival costs are exactly what the previous page shows. This analysis does not include special items like trips, home repair or car repair expenses, or other occasional purchases. This simply allows me to live in my own home, keep the lights and heat on, and protects me from unseen disasters. But this is what retirement forces upon you. You're going to be living on a fixed income, and you'd better get a grip on your finances now.